to Fanatically Correct. Brought to you by us, fans like you, but mostly us.
In a dark corner of the world, three men will work together to bring you a podcast like no other. This is Fanatically Correct, where the fans, the geeks, and the nerds are always correct. With your host, M.S.K, YoPeace, and Omega.
Listen, and here's the thing with that.
Here we go.
I'm a very forgiving person when it comes to movies. I want to like all movies, so I'm probably like one of the easier critics there is.
I would second that.
I would have destroyed it. I would have destroyed it.
If I'm reviewing for a thing, the articles that I wrote for the newsletter for Flynn's, I'm a little more critical because I know now I'm, passing this on as knowledge for people to make a decision if they're going to spend hard-earned money and spend their time seeing
like
something.
Us, now I'm not going to watch. I'm not going to watch it.
When I go see something, I try hard to like it, and
so.
Okay. I'm ready. Oh god. I don't even know where to start.
So there's nothing positive to say about this movie.
No. Okay, because even Bill Skarsgård, fantastic actor. Love everything else he does.
It's the worst thing he's done
for the movie, and it is. This is by far the worst thing he's done. This is by far the worst, and his worst performance. And I could tell because of the direction and something I said, and I'm gonna keep saying this. I really feel. Either A, they had like a teenager write this script, or an AI wrote this script.
I'll tell you,
because
man.
It wrote, directed, produced all night because it's so freaking immature. Hold on one second. Let me kill the AC real quick so the audio's better for this.
You know what it is that they didn't find enough time to get the director. They needed 20 more years. To find the proper director.
Yeah, and just to go on that. I honestly feel that there's a lot of new, unexperienced writers that are taking over, like younger writers that are taking over somehow. Like
they're definitely going to use AI, bro.
Nepotism. They're definitely using AI for this.
For sure.
Here's the thing. Maybe it's not a teenager because I'm thinking teenager because of us.
I understand
our
what
generation.
You
mean. But so okay, like the basics.
Like straight out of college.
Because it not just the dialogue, the relationship between Eric Draven and Shelley. Here's the first thing. It felt when they made this film, they made a list of all the bullet points from the first movie. And in my opinion, even worse than just going shot for shot, repeating the exact same formula. They literally did everything opposite. Like every little thing they had to okay, well, this is how he does the face paint thing, so let's do it this way. This is how the relationship started, so let's do it this way. Like they wanted to make sure so hard that they did not copy what the first one did, that it's obvious. Like disgustingly obvious. Yeah, exactly. It's like then you might as well copy it.
Just the opposite copy. It's just like and then, it's a bad print. It was a bad print.
Yeah. But then so the original, and here's the thing, people say well, don't compare it. It's like you cannot pretend the original doesn't exist.
Of course.
You can't. And the recommendation for this movie is exactly. But basically they could have made it. It shouldn't have been a Crow movie. Let's start with that. There's elements to the story that are actually interesting and different that if it just wasn't a Crow movie, like just don't, other words, it could still be a revenge, movie. Back from the dead thing. And people would say, hey, you could tell this is inspired by the Crow. Right. But if they didn't do the Crow, there was certain elements that were very supernatural out the gate. Like the whole story is a supernatural. Shelley, I'm here. Mad spoilers. So, however this is being released, or however we're putting this on, spoilers, and for your benefit, I watched it.
Spoiler alert!
I watched it.
Spoiler! No, I'm not even gonna do that. It's not worth it. It's not even worth it.
Look, I watch it so everyone else wouldn't have to. This is so bad. So, out the gate, the reason she's even like her soul is up for grabs is because of this like guy who has a deal with the devil walking the earth.
God.
Can like taint souls before they die. It's fucking terrible. So the biggest thing is this. So the relationship, this is where it loses everything right out the opening the game. The first film does something smart. This is an established relationship.
Right. They're together already.
To start. So they're already telling us this is a couple that is in love and has been in love for a while, married, together, bonded, soulmates.
Okay.
You know, and that's what the original did. This one, the first slow ass paced, like half hour, this movie is them meeting and becoming a couple.
Oh no.
And
no
it's
one wants to see that.
Like,
no one wants to see that.
And this is what I mean by AI or a teenager. The relationship is like it's like a drug induced sexual weekend together, basically.
Oh no.
That goes on maybe for months. They don't really tell you how long. It's either weeks or months.
A week.
But the
at that point, who cares?
It's like that high school relationship.
Yeah.
And it feels like that high school, and even the way the dialogue is set, it's almost like that high school relationship of like, I love you, my parents will let me be with you, like one of those type of scenarios, like the way the dialogue is set up. And this is what I mean by like, this is why I think it's AI, because there's just concepts in it that don't make sense at all. I don't know if they were in a prison together or a rehab center together.
Rehab makes more sense.
Oh yeah, rehab sounds.
Yeah, but they're mixing the men legit with the women, and they're like walking in and out of each other's cells, but they have ankle bracelets, and then they escape, and it's like, okay, so are they runaway convicts? Like, they don't get into it. They just like, they escape.
Sounds like my middle school.
They're off together.
Does it take place in the future?
No.
Does it take place in the future?
It tries to do, that's the only thing where it tries to be like the original, where like it's like maybe the future dystopia, but the city feels like any city. Like, I don't know.
Is it still Detroit or?
I don't know.
It's supposed to be Detroit.
Chicago, it could be Detroit, it could be Toronto. No clue. It's just a city. You know what I mean? They don't really give it its own personality. It's not about like a Devil's Night thing, any of that. And oh man, this is so bad. I mean, so you have this is M.S.K. pacing. Yeah, Omega here.
YoPeace.
And this is Fanatically Correct, and Omega's rant and rageful.
Yeah. No, I get it.
And you know description
what?
Of the Crow.
I kind of felt the same way watching the Fantastic Four newer remake. It was that dialogue was so bad.
Yeah.
Honestly,
that was before AI.
This is worse.
Like, and that was before AI, but that dialogue was so bad.
It was bad.
That I just could. It was like, it's exactly what you felt. It was like written by a kid, like a kid wrote it. That's how I felt, and I understand that. I don't want to see that. I don't even think I'm gonna watch it on DVD.
This is even worse than that. This is even worse than that because, like I said, it feels like a teenager's relationship. And then here's the kicker: so you have this teenager relationship. They've been together maybe a month
with ankle braces. Don't forget about the ankle braces.
Here's a side note. This pisses me off in all these movies that do this. If you're being suffocated with a plastic bag over your head, I'm gonna save lives now because apparently everyone's stupid.
You're supposed to open it, right? You're supposed to open it.
Poke a freaking hole.
Wait, the hands were free.
You can do that.
The hands were free.
Wait, you can.
If your hands are free,
that nylon?
Yes, dude.
No,
it's they always lazy out in movies where they can just like at least just tie their hands behind their back or something. Make it look like they can't do the simplest thing of open up a hole.
Even,
like, you know what I mean?
Because I can even try to like poke my tongue through
your tongue.
I can even try my tongue.
I'm not gonna do it, but
like a couple of times.
Anything, but it's like it's such a crap way to go. So on top of that, there isn't the trauma of the way they're killed. It's pretty actually fast, and they don't really indulge
I'm done.
in
I don't
the
want to hear this
characters.
anymore.
And that's like what the first movie did. You had those characters.
Right.
You indulged in the people that killed them. T-Bird. I don't remember any of the names anyway in this freaking movie. But you had T-Bird.
Skank.
You had Fun Boy.
Skank.
That's Skank. Dead. I feel like a little worm with a big fucking hook. You feel like a little worm on a big fucking hook. Your mama must be damn proud of you. Bro, like, you know what I mean? There's characters in that movie.
Every one of those characters are great.
Of that. These characters are so bland.
They're great.
Every single character in this movie. Dude, and then, okay, so even then, so like, even the face paint, let me see what's terrible. And I think that there was a lot of probably either reshoots, re-edits, rewrites, a lot of things happened while they were making this movie.
Don't say it.
Because even the face paint, they set it up where it could be, which I think is how the comic books did it too. Remember, he does basically a Harlequin mask is where he gets the paint from.
Right.
she has a tattoo that says "Cry now, laugh later," and he makes it "Cry now, cry later," whatever. That is the two Harlequin masks. So you're like, okay, they're gonna use that element again to do the Harlequin face paint, even though that's not how it looks. But okay, whatever. And then they don't. They have it there, and they never use that. They make it some weird thing. So they have this limbo world, right? That he goes in between the living and the dead. And there's a mentor in there. Yeah, dude, it's terrible. So, but in that world, so he has to like he becomes the Crow, and then he becomes like the Crow.
Spawn. He's Spawn.
Mega Crow. Like he has to get another thing. It's so terrible. In this other realm, he has to like trade his soul for her soul.
No, stop
and this
it.
guy does a paint thing with his eyes like bleed black blood or whatever, and then that's what makes the face. So then when he goes back into the mortal world,
he's crying.
Then he makes his face look like it looked in that realm. Like what the yeah, dude, it's terrible. It's so
Is there
bad.
a training montage in the other world?
Please tell me there is.
No,
like he's in a
like
mountain.
a goth version of.
But he
tell me he's in a mountain.
But like goth.
Yeah, and then
a goth, obviously a gothic mountain.
And that's another one. Like it's so predictable. There's a part where it's like, oh, your love has to remain pure in order for the powers to work. So then he starts doubting his love for her because he finds things out about her. Because of course he's only been with her for a month, but of course he's such a tortured soul because their love was so strong after only 1 month that he has to freaking burn the planet down for her.
I mean, they went to jail together. Obviously, that's a strong bond.
Let me tell you the real spoilers on this. Oh, okay, this is very important. So the movie begins, the very opening scene.
Here we go.
This shit don't make no sense. It's him apparently as a little kid, right? It's like a flashback, right?
Batman Begins. Okay.
He's a little kid, right?
He falls in and there's crows everywhere.
He's doing some monologue. No, but there is a scene that's a lot like that with the crows flying all around him.
God.
But he's a little kid, right? And it's a flashback and he's monologuing. Like, I guess it's... So let's get into this. So his horse... This is fun. His horse is dying because it got tangled up in barbed wire, right? Yeah. But... again, this is what I mean by immature. AI wrote this. He's like his mom's like a meth head, and they live like in a trailer park.
There you go.
What trailer parks do people own fucking horses? You know how expensive
horses are expensive, bro.
To have, and you have like a trailer and meth labs.
Listen. It's a movie.
Maybe it's just roaming around. It's just roaming around.
Yeah, so here's the next thing.
It was a wild
horse. The
horse.
horse dies.
A wild horse. A wild horse.
So you're prepared. You're prepared that he's gonna have to off the horse, right? Because like, oh, it's like all tangled up in the barbed wire. You can't get it out. The horse dies from the barbed wire. I don't know what kind of barbed wire this is, but somehow because the barbed wire is tangled on his body, it killed the fucking horse.
Cut him up.
Now, this is very important because this means nothing to the rest of the movie. This is such an important... It's such an important opening scene because it literally means nothing to the rest of the movie. But they open the movie on this.
Does he see a horse later on?
No.
While he's like...
it says something
he's fighting and then he sees a horse. He's like,
oh. Horse, like...
So we have no backstory on Eric Draven.
It's the meme of...
It's the meme, the drawing.
Look, he sees the horse. He sees the horse really good for the Crow one. Then the middle is the sequels, and then the shitty horse drawn by
it's a reboot.
It's all the barbed wire. It's all the barbed wire.
Tangled by barbed wire. Oh my god.
Apart.
So, and I guess they did this because he's covered in barbed wire tattoos, and that's like why they did it, so he can have these barbed wire tattoos for whatever reason.
What? No barbed wire tattoos is 92 again?
We have no backstory for Eric Draven. We get all this backstory for Shelly, for her character, and while her mother was pimping her out as a pianist to this demon guy who likes innocent pianist girls. Yes. And then he has the power to this is terrible.
In a
he
trailer
has the power. Yeah, no. This is later. This is like
later.
Rich, like filthy rich multi-millionaire.
Well, it was like a piano in a trailer home, bro.
Yeah,
these guys
and apparently
are
he's
ballers.
centuries.
They have a horse. They got pianos.
They don't get into depth with him either. They just kind of like brush on stuff. But he's centuries old. He can't die because he made the deal with some kind of devil.
Of course.
And he has the power to whisper into people's ears and make them like do things.
Is the bad
like
guy top dollar still? Is it?
So this is why they're after Shelly, because her friend took a video of this happening, of her murdering another chick because he whispered into her ear while she was playing the piano, and she stabs her friend to death, and the guy videoed it. And now, because she has the phone of her killing another woman, but somehow this is a threat to this guy, not to her. Even though she's the one who did the stabbing and the murdering, it's a threat to him because the world would know that he exists and he's a demon or whatever the fuck they were smoking and thinking. So this was literally.
So they were gonna upload it to TikTok, and she was afraid.
Killing her for a phone. They're killing her for a phone, and they killed them for a phone. And he has to. And here's the thing. So here's this guy minding his own business in rehab, getting better, getting therapy for his problems and his depression. He meets this girl, wonderful girl, love of his life. And this is the kicker. So she sacrifices his soul for her soul, and that's she comes back to life. Like they're supposed to come back. And
oh my God.
Wait.
She comes back to life and he doesn't because he replaced his soul for her soul.
That's the ending.
He pulled
the fucking ending.
He pulled the
and the ending is questionable because they're back in the same place that they were in where the bags are over their head. Yet there's a bunch of drugs around them because supposedly they're going to make it look like they OD'd. But their bodies are back in the original spot. And the guy who's in the realm with him was like, so it looks like they tried to do it was all his head shit, but didn't commit to it because the guy that was in the realm with him is the paramedic that's reviving them, and they go sorry, and then he's like, oh, but he fought for you. Like what?
The Wizard of Oz. Okay,
it's so bad. It's so fucking bad. You have no idea.
Paramedic.
Hey, so what happened at the end credits? Because I know there's a scene. There has to be.
The post credits.
No post credit.
No post credit.
Thank God.
Wow.
No post credit.
They killed it. The
post credit was Bill Skarsgård blowing his fucking brains out in the in his trailer.
It's his whole family going, it's okay. It's not your fault.
Yeah. And you know what's sad is like, I'm telling you this the way a little kid tells a story because that's how the movie is portrayed. So here's another fun thing. So here's okay. So these are the big ones.
You just said
I went into this, and you know how I am with action movies.
Yeah, you were dressed up and everything.
Example,
I saw you.
Like the Matrix. Like the Matrix.
You gotta show a picture of you dressed up as a girl.
But like the Matrix movies, 2 and 3 of the Matrix, not great movies. But the only reason I can watch both those films is they both, the second much better than the third, have that action sequence that kicks ass
for sure.
Sequence. It's hard to like just moments. It's easy to like sequences, and the trailer shows you this wonderful fight sequence.
Shows you everything.
Well, at least you think you're going to get a wonderful fight sequence where he's going up the stairs, exactly, getting shot to shit by all the bullets, kind of taking
up the stairs.
Up the stairs. Dude, they splice it in with an opera that's going on in the stage in the opera house at the same time. So it's like jump to fight, jump to opera.
No.
Jump to fight, jump to
it's
opera.
like hip hop and then opera.
Terrible.
What year is this?
Terrible.
Who's filming like that?
So it took away from the sequence. So there's literally only moments. There's literally only moments of action in this where they're good. The closest thing to a sequence is a 3-minute, and that's why I brought up the Matrix, because it reminds me of that scene from what's the second one? Revolution is the third one. The second one is
Reloaded.
You know the car scene with the Reloaded when the Phantom goes. Actually, my wife brought it up and said, and I go, yeah, that reminded me of that too.
Jumping on the trucks.
Where the ghost phases into the car, and he's fighting with Morpheus and Trinity in the car. Yeah. So he ends up getting hit by it. So this is the only action sequence, and it's only maybe 3 minutes long, that was clever. He gets hit by the car, goes through the windshield, and he's fighting with all these dudes inside the car. This is where it gets fucking stupid that, again, like AI or an immature kid wrote this. They finally, after he shoots a couple guys or makes them shoot each other and he's fighting, whatever, they kick him out the car. He gets hit by another car, oncoming traffic. Okay, but of course he's going to live through this. But that the car keeps going, like it's like Hialeah at freaking 2 in the afternoon. Everyone keeps going.
You want to continue?
No one stops. No one pulls over. A body goes flying.
That makes sense.
And they just keep driving on. They're all stolen cars or driving without insurance because they all kept going. They all kept going. No one stops.
You know what?
They have to get to work.
Why
they have to get to work?
It's
this economy's messed up, man. I'm telling you. You gotta clock in.
I gotta go.
And that was the closest thing to an action sequence that was okay. That's the closest thing to a sequence. It's maybe like 3 minutes long. And that's it.
I'm not gonna lie to you,
it's so bad.
Omega. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am a little worried because the movie sounds so bad that there's going to be people that like it.
A cult classic, yeah.
There's gonna be a cult classic for it. And
I'm gonna tell you right now.
But wait, before you stop me, here's the part that really bothers me. The barbed wire tattoo coming back.
That's scary.
That is scary.
That is the worst design for a tattoo.
For a loop. If people start getting this barbed wire tattoo with a horse, I'm done. I am done.
This is actually, you know what? I'm glad you brought that up because this is something that's annoying me because I'm reading stuff. And here's the thing. Like I said, I'm someone that tends to force myself to like movies more than they deserve to be liked.
So you got a barbed wire tattoo. I see it.
No, exactly. Right on my neck. No, but what's frustrating me is, and I'm not going to name specific websites and specific reviewers, but they know who they are, and some of them are very mainstream that are total freaking shills for the industry and total sellouts.
That sucks.
And it's just like, and I'm telling you right now, and it's the same thing with, and I'm bringing it up because this happened. It's a wonderful news for the rest of us that a couple complaints. Or one complaint here and there, the power of one. Couple more complaints, the power of two. Then many complaints, so the power of many. Got the Acolyte canceled. But now you have all these freaking shills like, oh, we're not going to get our Acolyte now. And it was so unfair. And that's not the reason it was canceled. Like, dude, get the fuck out of here.
I'm telling you.
That was a terrible show. Get out of here. And it's the same thing with The Crow. I'm already reading some reviews where they're like, oh, it's not the best, but it's a great new take. Like, no, it's not. No, it's not. And they know it's not. They're 100% shills for the industry. They're total sellouts. They should lose their credentials as nerds. Some of them have the word nerd in the title, so you could take a hint. But some of these major streams for nerds and film fans and television fans, total sellouts. Do not place your judgment based on the reviews of these places because they're total sellouts.
Yeah, and I'm not going to say I don't get it because obviously they're getting paid by these companies to give reviews.
But it's pointless.
But you have to be truthful. Like, you just call it for what it is. If it's a shitty movie, it's a shitty movie. I don't care how much they're paying you. Like, be truthful.
And it's like I said earlier, I'm being a little more I'm forcing myself to be more critical because if I'm going to review stuff for a newsletter and when we get the opportunity through the arcade to get some of these sneak peeks and these premieres, and The Crow wasn't one of them. I actually paid for The Crow. So that wasn't a sneak peek.
Why would you do that?
Let me turn out.
No, the whole time I thought it was a free event.
These are all the bad things.
I'm gonna cash app you something, bro. Here, I'm gonna cash app you.
They didn't lift the embargo till 7 p.m. opening night. But they didn't lift the embargo till 7 p.m. opening night.
Yeah, that's what I was texting with YoPeace while you were watching the movie.
Yep.
Number two. They barely did any sneak peeks anywhere none in Florida. None in Florida. And they didn't offer us any.
I wonder why.
Yeah. No, I know why now. So the one I did get to was this is Blink Twice. I got to see that one sneak peek through the arcade.
Yep.
A night early only, but it was better than The Crow. But on my cafecito scale of 0 to Hocolada, that only got a single shot of espresso and The Crow got nada. 0.
Damn.
That's a don't even watch it.
Go to sleep with your
and I have to force myself to be more critical because if I'm going to tell people,
don't even wake up. Go straight to bed. Just let it be.
Don't go to bed.
I mean, that's what it got. You got the rating of Mimid.
No single shot, no double shot, no cortadito, no colada, no
nothing. Not even American coffee. You didn't even get American coffee.
Not even not Americano, not a latte.
It got agüita. Mira, coge un agüita y aquí. Yeah.
Agüita.
That's the thing.
That's what I got.
People that actually go by reviews.
Agüita.
I needed agüita after that.
Waterboard yourself.
I needed agüita after that. For real. Seriously. Waterboard. Oh, there's a whole lot of that in this too, which I think that was from Stairway to Heaven. The whole in the water, souls in the water thing. I think that was an element they got.
It does sound like a bunch of movies put together, to be honest with you. It sounds like a bunch of movies put together.
It's bad.
It's like a lot of movies, but like doing the bad things about it. Like not even giving you a good sequence, not even giving you a good story. Like just picking, choosing of what you want to tell, but like really bad. Completely
bad. I'm telling you, the last 4 days of the marketing, it's giving the whole movie away. Like they don't even care anymore. It's giving the whole thing.
They have to. They have, and they really shouldn't because it's making people watching go like, I'm not going to see that, and they don't.
Yeah,
don't.
That's what happened to me.
100%. You should not see that. It's terrible.
And everybody deserves.
And listen, I'm not even saying on street. I'll say that. Like Blink Twice, you don't need to see it in a theater. You can watch it at home. And I'll be honest, because again, things are expensive now. Time is valuable. So if you're going to recommend something to people, be honest.
You got to pick and choose.
Popcorn is $30.
That's usually my first honest thing is I'll say, hey, I saw in the theater, but I get opportunities to see some of these things free. If you're paying, maybe wait for stream. And, some things I will acknowledge are better on the big screen. They don't have to be seen on the big screen. They're better. Blink Twice is one that it does not have to be seen on the big screen. You can see that at home and still, enjoy that film. This Crow movie, I wouldn't watch it on stream. I would not watch this at all. This is just as bad as any of those sequels.
What if they paid you? Like, what if someone paid you the ticket?
Watch it again.
Then I'll fucking tell you better see this movie at least 8 times in the theaters and keep buying tickets. Send me money.
Bro, how quick was that?
So
dude,
fast.
This man went from, there's websites out there doing the wrong thing.
That's how shills happen. That's how shills happen.
Exactly.
I'd be a shill so fast for this movie.
Dude, that was so quick.
Oh, you're going to send me money? Oh, okay.
Oh, my God. That was so quick. I can't
5 stars.
In my right mind, I can't, dude. I couldn't look in the mirror. I wouldn't be able to look in the mirror and say this movie was good.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I don't know how anyone with a straight face. I'd rather not say anything about it.
Let me ask you something. That high school friend of yours, what do you think he's doing with the Crow? That guy went and put on a suit and a tie. Listen, and he went corporate.
He went corporate. Look, this guy bailed after the second movie, with Do Right. As he should have. And the scary thing is maybe, so here you go, 30 years later.
Got to Omega, apparently.
Anniversary this year. 30 years later, maybe this guy has like a teenage kid or whatever, and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna get back into my roots. This was such a great movie. Let's go see this together. And he did the sad thing. He did the sad thing of like, but let's not watch the original first, because if we watch the original first, we're gonna have to compare it to it. So let's not do that. Let's go watch this one together first. And this kid's like never seen it. Like this is how terrible as a family,
all dressed up,
and then now his wife wants a divorce. The kid just owns the father. He's like, you have shit tasted movies. The guy loses his job because he couldn't go to work the next day. Like, this week is like the worst weekend of this guy's life.
That's
his ex-wife.
His
Salvation was the best one.
Again, because of the Crow. And he goes,
I told him years ago. I told him this movie sucked.
Why is his wife Mickey Mouse?
I don't know. I
know.
It's Minnie. It's Minnie Mouse. I told him.
I tell him I'm the Crow.
Oh, poor guy.
Nah, that guy's corporate, man. That guy saw the second Crow movie. And he's like, I don't know, Microsoft or something. He's half owner. I don't know.
Our hope is, or here's the kicker.
He's a producer of this movie.
He's the one that wrote this movie.
He's the one that wrote. Hold on, let me check the.
He said the Crow ruined my life. I'm gonna ruin everyone else. This is his revenge.
Make sure.
He wrote this movie.
Yeah.
He is the creator of this one. Oh man,
this is for
honestly,
you, Omega.
I feel bad for Skarsgård. I'm gonna be honest with you.
You feel bad for him? I don't feel bad for him.
Yeah, well, he's a good actor, and everybody gets that bad movie. Yeah. And this is probably
you know what it is. You know what I do feel bad? I really don't feel bad because he's a millionaire, but I'm sure in his family gatherings, everyone's gonna make fun of him.
Oh, dude,
every single one is gonna make fun of him.
He is like this year.
Yeah,
I hope he doesn't host any family parties this year.
Listen. We're talking about Bill Skarsgård, right?
Christmas.
It's gonna be bad.
He did okay. So maybe we make this a mini episode so we can do another topic, because we can't just, unless we're gonna talk about the original Crow. The necessity can be Boy Kills World, because thank God that came out a few months ago.
That's right. He did.
That came out this year, because that is a great movie.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah, but
I bet you that one was filmed second. I bet you that one was filmed second, though, because he was like, "Oh no, I got to do something better. I got to do something better."
He canceled himself out with that.
Yeah.
I'm literally reading who wrote this movie.
Especially when his dad was in Dune, right? His dad was just in Dune.
Zach Balin.
His dad was in Dune, yeah.
Joseph Schneider. Okay. Okay. Let's see.
How about producer? Did he put money in for it? Because he went corporate, and then he got all that money. He put it together. He put it for this sequel.
There he is. Roberto Rodriguez. There he is.
Twigs now. Yeah, just say I really was really looking at that, because that'd be crazy. That'd be
What if he changed his name? You don't know if he changed his name.
He might change his
They
name.
have pictures on the IMDb. They have pictures on IMDb. He got plastic surgery too.
He put an AI picture. He put an AI photo.
It's an AI photo. That makes sense. It's an AI photo.
It's AI.
Dude,
honestly,
it's so terrible.
So let's just go straight. Let's end this episode with this one because I don't want to talk about the good crow because everybody knows how the good crow is. Like, there's no need to explain it. So we'll just give that as a necessity.
30-year anniversary.
Yeah, watch it.
That.
Watch it.
That's it.
Watch that.
Just watch that.
Watch that.
Enjoy it. Live it.
So much quotable.
Yeah.
Everything.
Pacing is
Get
perfect.
the tattoos. Get whatever you want from that movie, but
Everything.
not this one. Do not watch
this one.
the latest.
I will tell
Crow.
you, that's the one thing this movie does is it highlights how good the original is.
Yes.
Because it literally did everything wrong that the original does right.
There you go. So that's the necessity.
And it has Ernie Hudson.
And the amazing things, one of the most, but an unamazing thing out of that is the dedication of the guy who was the stand-in for Brandon Lee to finish, with the CGI in the film. And look at when that was done, and it holds up.
Still better than
and he ended up being one of the directors. He ended up being one of the directors of.
And there's and he's a director of the John Wick movie.
John Wick,
you know what I mean? Which is wild because he built his bones, doing that.
Yep. Better than the Flash CGI there. I had to say it again because that CGI is still better.
This had some bad CGI moments, man.
It is
bad. No, I'm saying this one too. This Crow movie.
The Crow has bad
There's
CGI.
a couple of moments like
that's insane, bro.
A couple of bad Crow CGI moments. A couple of
watch
like bad.
And
did
again,
the Crow look like this guy?
It might as well.
Watch the 1994 Crow. Not the 2024.
That's the one to see.
Crow.
The Brandon Lee, Ernie Hudson. Just so many elements to that film that are fantastic. I mean, just the scene with what's her name, the young girl's mother, when he goes after Fun Boy, and he takes her into and he removes the heroin from her veins and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just so many little things throughout that movie.
It's bad for you.
Yeah, dude, it's incredible. Dude, what is it? Mother is the word for God, and the lips and ears of all children. Like, dude, just like all these little moments, dude. Bro, Tintin. I think there was a cameo.
Yeah.
I think there was a Tintin cameo in this movie, but looks like they blurred out his face. Like he kind of just walked by real quick, and I think the reason they didn't he
didn't want to be in the movie.
It's because I don't think anyone else came back for it. Like they didn't bring back T-Bird
he didn't want to be in the movie. He said, "Hey, blur my face. I don't want to be in this movie."
Halloween ain't till mañana, bro. That movie has so many
and it has the best
moments.
Listen, that's another chameleon. The guy that plays Top Dollar, he's a chameleon.
Yes.
He's amazing.
What's his name? God, what's his name? Michael something.
Yeah, he's awesome. He was a villain in the Three Musketeers, a villain in a bunch of other stuff.
Michael Wincott.
Yes, Michael Wincott. Yeah.
That's his name.
Count of Monte Cristo. He's in that one too.
Dude, that guy is raw.
He's awesome.
That guy is raw.
He's awesome.
It's so good. And that's the other thing too. So that's the other thing. Like,
he's in Westworld. I forgot he was in Westworld. Yes.
Yeah, he is in Westworld.
He's old Bill in Westworld, bro.
He is in Westworld.
Yes,
he's good, man.
I forgot about that. Yeah,
he's so good.
Yeah. Dude, he's great.
He's great.
But that's another thing too. Like this Eric Draven's so unredeemable. Like total turd of a human being. Like he's killing. Like there's guys who just work at their security at the Opera House. They're not villains. They're just security. And it's like what's funny?
Maybe in this world, every security is a villain.
I like, that makes sense that the director is the guy who did the stand-in for The Crow.
Yeah.
Of John Wick. Because remember in John Wick, there's that scene where he tells the guy to go home and he lets him out. He's like, listen, man. He goes, and the guy's like, thank you, Mr. Wick. And he leaves.
Yeah.
There's that moment, even though nobody took it, but when he shows up for Skank, in the original Crow movie, when Eric Draven shows up for Skank, he tells everyone in that room, I'm just here for him. Y'all can leave.
Yeah, he does.
You know what I mean? That's a big deal. Like
that is a big deal.
He just wants
He's only
the people
after
that are responsible.
who messed him up.
That ones that messed him up.
Yeah.
Where this guy's like, bro, kill whoever. I mean, it's so bad. Listen, his friend gets shot in the face, and then he's like next to his friend's dead body, like smoking a cigarette. Like, do you not affected by that at least? Like, that's your friend. Like,
maybe he went to cry in the in between world, and you didn't see that.
Yeah.
In the in between world, he was crying.
Or he was talking to his friend in the in between. Hey,
in the
sorry,
in between world, he was
I can only bring back Shelly.
Actor,
I can't bring. Sorry, friends.
What's the next?
I was only hanging out with her for a weekend, but I can't bring you back.
What's the next project Bill Skarsgård's got coming? Because this was bad.
I don't know,
he needs
but
something to jump back.
I don't know, man. This is bad. This is hard for him.
Oh, it's gonna be on stream in a week.
2 weeks, yeah, 2 weeks.
2 weeks tops, bro. 2 weeks tops,
and it's gonna be like a lower streamer. Like, this week's premiere on Tubi.
Freebie.
Yeah, it's gonna be buy all the sequels for $10.
It's gonna be on Plex, Tubi, and Freebie
with commercials. On YouTube with a lot of ads.
On Tubi with commercials.
That's how they make their money with the ads.
Jeez.
It's gonna be on Tubi with ads. On YouTube with ads. Oh man.
Let me see.
So
honestly, I'm looking. Wait, before you go, I'm looking at his upcoming projects. No one has called him. He has nothing coming up. He's not doing anything. There is nothing.
He's on a long vacation right now.
That he's got coming up. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. There's nothing. I'm looking at it right now.
There was talks. No, there was talks of him for something. No. There's something.
There's nothing here on IMDb.
Oh no, maybe he'll cameo because they're doing the prequel.
Yeah, the series.
Is
he playing the clown in the series on Max?
He might do no, I don't think he's playing it, but he might do like a cameo or something. Maybe that.
No, there's something else that was
it's called
recent.
No Career for a Couple of Years. That's what it's called. That's what it's called right now.
I feel like the dad in that family rings him in every time they make a bad movie. It's like, hey son, come in.
That's it.
Benched.
No more.
Benched.
You're benched from this.
Next
for a while.
They bring back like a cousin or something. Come on.
God, there's nothing on his IMDb.
It's rough. Yeah, you're better off this week in seeing Deadpool Wolverine again.
There you go.
Again. There you go. Actually, even Alien Romulus is getting a lot of pop.
I heard that.
I'm hearing good things about that.
I heard good things about that too.
I also heard something that actually has me really intrigued. I don't know if you guys know about it. About story-wise, when it takes place.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's really interesting.
It's in between.
Yes.
It's in between.
That is really interesting, and I'm looking forward to that because I like that idea.
There's two things about it. So we did ask for this. So you know what? This is who asked for this too, Electric Boogaloo.
Are we going straight into this?
Yeah, let's go into who asked for this. We just started with the Crow.
Never done
before. We did 40 minutes of it.
Yeah, I know. We did ask for this because Aliens is a hell of a franchise, and we do want other bites at that apple that are good.
Yeah.
And what I do like that you brought that up because what's interesting is the timeline.
Yes.
From what I understand, is between Alien and Aliens.
Yep.
But what's cool is the style of the film is between Alien and Aliens. It's a combination of the horror that Ridley Scott gave us, but the action that James Caan gave us.
Right.
So that's why I think it's getting such good pop because they married the two together.
Yeah, it sounds very interesting.
There's going to be a series also. A prequel series.
Yeah, they're calling it Aliens Anthology. And that's what this is. And that's the mentality. And we were talking about that in that Vault episode you brought out there about you could do things in these universes. And that it was exactly a conversation we had in that last episode about taking these big universes like Star Wars and things like that and do other stories.
Something in between.
Not the Acolyte.
Yeah.
The other stories that don't have to do with the specific story you're doing. And that's what this is doing.
Yeah, as long as you're doing it right and you're paying homage and doing it right. Like doing
exactly.
I'm doing it right, yeah.
And Aliens is a great friend because someone told me a theory. It's a theory. I have not read this and he didn't read this anywhere either. But that is a badass theory. Is that in the first Alien, I don't remember too clearly. Did they eject that alien out of the ship?
Yes. She ejects him.
If that's the one that hits this ship,
that will be awesome.
That means these things don't die in space.
Yeah, that will be awesome.
So that means that any of them that have gotten ejected, they're just landing on planets and asteroids or whatever.
Yeah. she ends up ejecting him.
Ejecting it, right?
From the first movie.
That's a theory that I heard, so I can't wait to see because that would be some shit. That's what it is.
The cool thing is, I literally
it's Drax. It's Thor on the windshield.
Oh my goodness! Can you imagine? Yeah. And then it just comes into your ship.
What is that? Get it off!
So no, it's. I'm hearing good things about it. I'm actually looking forward to that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I want to see that.
I want to see that, and I want to see that in theaters. I do not want to wait for like my TV or
anything.
IMAX,
XD, Theater X, something Dolby Digital, something. Good size. That might be good in one of those 4DXs
I recently showed my kids stuff, original Alien.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, because they've never seen it. So I was like, you guys got to watch this because obviously you guys know my son is getting into horror movies now. So since he's doing different sub genres, so we show him that movie, so he can just start getting the feel for that type of movies. You know, like that's space.
Space
like
horror.
Which is that's dope, man. I like that.
I will tell you, the only terrible, like unwatchable alien movies are the ones with predators.
I've never seen
unwatchable predator movies. Which are the most unwatchable predator movies.
And you know what? You know what sucks about that is because
it's a waste.
It was such a waste of a film because I don't know if you remember growing up, but I was hearing Alien versus Predator
for a while
since middle school.
Yeah, for a while.
I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
I remember rumors in middle school about Alien versus Predator. That's how long it took.
Yeah.
That's how long it took for me to get that movie. And when that movie came out, it was so bad.
You were 40 years old.
So bad. Stop it. I mean, almost. I was almost 40 years old. Dude, it was such a disappointment because it's such great. The concept is awesome. The concept works.
Yeah.
What was
for a video game? Maybe
a video game. What was there was a console that had like 3 games and then never. I think it was called Tiger or something like that.
Yes, I think it was Tiger. Yeah, I think it was Tiger.
And that was the first game that came out for it. And I think like only the one of 3 games that ever came out for it was Alien versus Predator. And you could either play as a Predator or play as a Marine. You couldn't play as an alien. But that was the whole story, and it was taking place during the Aliens storyline.
Right.
Not what they did, where they brought it back to like now era, and it was a pyramid in Alaska.
Crap. Yeah,
and
that was terrible. That's terrible.
This Transformers has made that mistake. The most recent ones.
That's bad.
Like, stop making these stories about these characters and these species and stuff like that about the humans.
Yeah.
Give a shit about the humans.
I really didn't care. Absolutely
I want to
not.
see predators versus aliens. If the humans are in there, it's because they're collateral damage that we're gonna watch die. That's it. They're not gonna be the hero.
Well, and this is why the movie with the new Predator, the new one that they did with the Native American girl,
that was actually pretty good.
That actually works
because
it ties in.
It's completely. It works because of the world by itself.
Yeah, for
it's isolated.
Yeah.
One predator. Exactly. It was her versus one predator, but she had a lot of help.
Yes,
she had her brother helping and her tribe helping. Like, so it's like, because this concept, like they did with like the other one, predators. Like, listen, dude, when it's more than one of those things, get out of here with that.
Yeah, no,
get out of here with that.
I would never
noise.
Believe that.
Yeah, you're gonna take on multiple predators.
Absolutely not.
No.
Right? Arnold Schwarzenegger was basically 1-on-1 after that thing ripped through his entire unit.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely not.
Have you guys seen? Works. Have you seen that meme that's going around that it's the credits of Predator goes with every 80s sitcom song? Have you seen that? It's hilarious. It's hilarious. It's so good.
So who asked for that is I think all of us. All of us asked for bites of the alien apple.
I think so. I think it was ready
I'm good with that.
Because also with the whole thing with Prometheus. And
I don't want to talk about that.
The problem, the problem that we had with that was he did not want to do the connection.
So
and
it was
we're looking at it, and we're like, it's the what do you mean? It's just connect it. What do you mean you don't want to do the connection?
But they did do the connection, but they did it like rushed. They didn't really put it together, you know?
Yeah, so we had those Prometheus stuff, those sequels.
Yeah, Prometheus and Covenant.
Yeah,
Covenant?
and Covenant. Was it Covenant?
Yeah, I think so.
And then we didn't really get what we wanted. We absolutely. So this, I think, is working. I think it's working for the fans.
What's wild is with those films, the villain is not the alien. It's which the first one did, where it was the android and the alien.
Mm-hmm.
They did the same thing with the AI android, and this one, the main villain is the AI android. It is David by far, but it is a wild concept because not that I love this common thing that we keep doing now, where we got to make the villains understandable. They can't just be bad. His position is a pretty creative one that is wild. It doesn't have to necessarily be the Aliens franchise for them to use it, but the concept of here's this being that feels he's superior to those that created him. So he keeps looking for a master creator. And then when he gets to the engineer, he's like, nah, these guys suck too. And then freaking ends their entire
See, but that could have been its own thing.
Used.
It didn't even have to be an Aliens, you know?
But
exactly,
that's the problem.
But
he was in between.
Yeah.
He was in the problem is him being in between.
Yeah.
That was the problem.
He didn't want to commit.
Like, he didn't want to commit to it, but he also didn't want to like not commit to it. So figure it out. Just tell us a story or connect it.
At the end of the day, that's what it is that James Cam took his original creation and ran with it and made it a really cool thing. You know what I mean? So he can't deny it. He still had to use the aliens and use it in that way and stuff like that. But he was trying to. You watch Alien, it's a horror film. The original Alien is a horror film. Aliens is a sci-fi action. It has
an action movie,
scary moments, but it's an action, and that's why I'm interested to see, like we were just talking about earlier, this Romulus, because it manages to be a bit of both. It's considered a horror, but it has a lot of that.
But there's a lot of action to it, action.
So, but no, it's amazing because listening to that episode that we did forever ago of all these things, and so much of it has been rightfully canceled, and some of it has not. What is that? Bel Air still on?
Bel Air's still on. Yeah, you saw the clip that I sent you guys.
That's crazy.
It's still on. There's an audience for that. On?
Yeah, that is insane. Who is watching that?
Someone is, man.
Insane.
Okay,
but
someone is.
Is someone actually watching that, or the network is just supporting it?
Forcing it. Yeah.
Why would someone has to be watching it to make money.
You think?
Yeah. Why would they just keep
losing money?
They're losing money.
Yeah. They're just losing money.
I did not ask for that. I do not want that. I still don't want it. Months later, I still don't want it. Like, I don't understand why is it here.
Kind of our theme with the who asked for this is the bringing back things. Like, and that's like why The Crow is a perfect example. It's like something that was done, leave it alone. It was perfect. Don't mess with it again. I didn't think we would be asking, especially with Disney's track record lately, for another bite at the X-Men animated series apple. But damn,
true. That was awesome.
True. I didn't ask for that, but I'm asking for it now.
I wanted that. I wanted that. Yeah.
True.
X-Men 97 out of hand. Glad they brought that back.
Yeah.
But you got to do the math. Like, look how many bad things we got to get the one.
So,
you know what I mean?
So this sequel of the episode is not. It's gonna be things that we did not want, but we got, and they're actually good.
And
that's what we're doing.
We're actually.
I got one. Yeah. So that's actually a really good one because honestly, I didn't even expect it. Yeah. Let's be honest with you. That just showed up. No. Everybody went crazy, and I was like, okay.
And that's already got 4 or 5 seasons committed. Like already.
Yeah.
Like,
but you know what? They got rid of the showrunners, so who knows what that's gonna look like?
Yeah. That's scary. That scares me. That part right there scares me. But thinking of something like that, and listening to the show, the Vault show that you released, a necessity that we should have done was at that time we had already seen was Perry Mason.
Oh yeah, should have.
Yes,
it should. You know why? I think it's because we already talked about Perry Mason.
Maybe, but Perry Mason is one of those that nobody asked for. And I'm only talking about the first season because the second season was a little.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I didn't even see the second season.
Yeah,
because the first season's so good. I didn't want to ruin it for myself.
The first season of Perry Mason was actually really good.
Yeah, it's really good, and it closes perfect. Like you don't need to watch.
Yes, you don't need the second season. Honestly. You really didn't need the second season.
Yeah, second season, but third season worked it out perfectly, and that they're done. And they're not gonna. I don't think they're making any more of that. I will tell you another bad one.
Here we go.
I gotta bring it down. We were trying to lift it up, and you're gonna bring it down.
I don't know if it's bad, but we were trashing it because that was the one.
Here we go.
That you spoiled, and thank you for spoiling it because I never went back and watched it. Thank God. Was the Dexter sequel?
Oh, that's funny.
And now we're getting a Dexter prequel very soon.
Yeah,
they already have the trailer for it. They dropped the trailer.
Oh, they have a trailer for it? I didn't even know that.
Oh yeah. Well, actually, I know someone that worked. They actually filmed a lot of that here in South Florida.
They did not go to South Florida.
They actually filmed Miami scenes in Miami.
No, but like for real, or like is it California?
It's California, South Florida. Come on.
They filmed most of it in Miami.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
They actually, at least all the on-site type stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously, a lot of the set stuff's going to be in California, I would guess, like the original. But
like with the house, it's the house on the beach.
The house on the beach.
It's a prequel series, yet it's called Resurrection. It's called Dexter Resurrection, but it's a prequel series. Now, Do you see who plays
his dad?
The dad?
No, I do not.
No. Is it Bryan Cranston?
Christian Slater.
Christian Slater.
Mr. Robot.
But I mean,
I'm gonna say right now, one thing that was wild about that movie Blink Twice was the out of nowhere, because I'm sure you've seen the trailers for that, and all you know that's in it is mainly Channing Tatum.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, Christian Slater, Haley Joel Osment, Gina Davis. That movie out of nowhere.
Gina Davis, wow.
Yeah, dude, like where do these actors come from? But dude, Christian Slater, man, like since Mr. Robot, I'm like, dude, like why did he ever disappear?
Yeah, but
like in his older age, he's awesome.
He was good when he was young. It's just
young, he was great. It was that middle period, like like a 10, 15 year era where like he was like just not getting good stuff.
Yeah, he wasn't getting good stuff.
What it was.
Yeah,
because he's awesome.
He's good.
He's awesome.
He's good. And Mr. Robot, he was amazing. But
so that's the thing, and I believe it's gonna hold on. Make sure I'm not wrong on this. I'm pretty sure it's Christian
Please
Slater.
make sure you're not wrong, because
it's Mr. Robot Resurrected.
Because I'll be honest, I will watch an episode. I will watch an episode of this, not the sequel with the.
It's just gonna be weird because we already saw like in the original Dexter, his dad in the past, so it's not gonna
but it might Dexter New Blood. That's the sequel.
That's the
Dexter
sequel.
Original Sin.
Resurrection shows him though.
And Dexter Resurrection. Wait, so what's Dexter Original Sin? Him. Yeah, because he narrates it. He's narrating it.
Christian Slater's narrating it.
No. The original
Michael
Dexter
C. Hall is narrating it.
Michael C. Hall is narrating it. So it might be one of those that he's telling the story while he's dying. His son killing him, or whatever.
Man, I love Christian. Listen, Broken Arrow.
So what's
come
original
on, bro.
sin?
Broken Arrow's very underrated, man. Broken Arrow's so underrated.
Come on.
Wait, did they make this show with 2 titles?
I wouldn't doubt it.
They made it with 2 titles. So they have Dexter Original Sin and Dexter Resurrection. So which one is it gonna?
It should be Original Sin because it's the first.
Original Sin makes more sense. And then Dexter Blood Splatter. What's that? Oh, that's like a behind the scenes thing. Yeah. So no, they didn't. I didn't ask for that. I it feels like they're gonna force.
You
this
still
Dexter
didn't ask
thing
for it. I didn't ask for the last season.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess they went. Hey, young Sheldon.
They're making the Dexter universe is what they're doing.
I didn't ask for any of that.
It's young Sheldon, but serial killer. Like, that's what it is. They made young Sheldon off of Big Bang Theory. Let's make
and they made it serious apparently.
Dexter. Yeah. It's more. Well, it was a comedy, but I guess they didn't have a choice. There's a lot of backstory to Sheldon the last season had to be dramatic. But now that's getting a spin-off. Now they're going to tell the story of the brother and his marriage to his wife.
Like
the first marriage. No.
I was
Sheldon.
like, wait a minute. Are we talking about the ice cream? The ice cream man?
The ice cream killer?
That'd be awesome.
Actually, I'd rather watch that.
I would watch that. Dude, you know what? That would be dope to see that guy's story because he had no...
Imagine they showed you that in between of him becoming that guy.
I'd rather watch that.
I'd rather watch that.
There you go.
Watch that.
They might
do that. They might do that now. They might have like scenes of the brother doing things at the same time. You know they're gonna ruin it because then they'd be like, "Oh, it's an alternate universe now." So
they're gonna ruin it because they already announced it. Like it's already made.
No, but
they ruined it.
It's like, but it's gonna be Smallville. Like we'll just have other things happen now. Like what? Like so is this canon or what? Like is this gonna be a prequel?
It's gonna be Gotham. That's what it's gonna be. Gotham.
Oh yeah. No one asked for that either.
There's a lot of things people don't ask for and they keep doing. They did I think they did
too many dips at the well, man.
The Lincoln Lawyer movie into a TV show.
And a series.
Yeah, I haven't watched that.
Why?
I haven't watched that.
Who's asking for that? Who is asking for these things?
The producers.
Someone's going, man, the Lincoln Lawyer. I gotta do a series.
But why?
Too much content. Too much.
You know what I want a series? You know who should do a series? Nolan. Nolan should do a series for us.
I don't think he watches TV.
His brother already gave us a series. I want to see him doing a series.
I don't think he'll ever do TV, man.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Nah.
I don't know. He might.
That guy's he's a film guy.
He's a film guy.
He's an all-out film guy.
I don't think he's ever watched a television show ever.
An IMAX TV show.
Jonathan Nolan, while they were growing up, hey, let's watch this. No, what the fuck?
Get out of here. Series? What is that?
Shit?
TV.
Friends? You want to watch Friends? What is this? This isn't cinema. This isn't Scorsese. And he does this, and he's 3 years old.
Well, now let's see, because that was one that they made the series on, which is a prequel series. I like the first season. I know it's having a lot of it's controversial back and forth because you have Tolkien, of course. I'm talking about the Lord of the Rings. Series that comes back now. Yeah, that's about to.
I like it. I like that.
By the time this airs, the same week it's releasing. It's next week. So that's
the first season
by
was
the time we hear this.
Rough for a lot of fans. It's split down the middle for some reason. But again, like Lord of the Rings fans are, I'm not for anything.
They're like second of Star Wars fans,
but they're like very like Star Wars.
But I'm gonna put this in the category of I'm gonna be fair to a specific thing, which is I read the first book in middle school, like what's going, and then I love the films. I wasn't a big follower of the novels. YoPeace is a little bit more, reading into that. But because of that, I enjoy it because I don't feel like something I read, the canon, whatever, it's not affecting me. I will recognize that if there is actual significant changes to certain canon, then there is. Yeah, that's the thing. So
I recently read The Hobbit and Fellowship. I recently read those two. And there's changes. They're massive changes. But it's not changes where it's like the show is terrible. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
exactly.
It's still good.
It's just not. It doesn't affect me at all. I can. And that's the thing. Like people somehow just can't read something, enjoy it, and then watch a movie that's actually good and enjoy it. Like or a TV show, just enjoy it for it. Okay, they didn't put the lady with beers. Okay, who cares?
Yeah.
Like just enjoy what you're watching because it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Really
she's 5'3" instead of 6'2". Oh.
Yeah.
No,
it really wasn't bad.
It.
Yeah.
But I think this season is going to be a little bit better as far as the world goes, showing the world because I think that's the problem with the first one too that I had was there was not a lot of actors.
It was
wasn't empty.
Yeah.
It was
it was a COVID. World. I think you brought it up too. I think it was a COVID thing.
Yeah, it must have been because it was very empty.
Yeah. So that's coming out, and I'm looking forward to it. So
I'm looking forward to it.
And that's something that is a dip into a traditional well. That the films were fantastic. All of them. I like all of them. I like the Lord of the Rings.
Those films
I like
are
the
amazing.
Hobbit. They're fantastic. And I'm enjoying the show. So
and the Hobbit, man, the way that we saw that, the way they filmed it with the sped up frames per second. Sped up frames was incredible. It's something that you had to be there to see it because your eyes were like they adjusted, and once you adjusted, it was like
YoPeace and I saw
watching something else.
XD3D. YoPeace and I saw that in XD3D. And I will be honest, like for the first 10 minutes, I was getting nauseous.
Yes.
And then once, dude, it's at the speed that our eyes normally see. We're not used to that, on a screen. And some people had said that the 3D helped because, for that, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But once it settled, but I remember like even feeling nauseous. I know why I feel nauseous because this is insanely good. Like I was like, I remember looking at that. It was good. And that you can't mimic that at home. I mean, that's
absolutely
one of those things you got to see.
Unless they do the 3D TVs again.
Oh my! Remember that the 3D TV? Oh my god!
I feel bad for people that actually pay for that.
Someone's at home with their 3D TV, still trying to. No, it's good, honey. I'm telling you. I feel
bad. I feel bad for whoever.
They're gonna watch the Crow.
Lost money on that. Sorry.
So. Yeah, we went on.
Nobody was asking for that either.
Most of it,
but I was really asking for the Acolyte season 2, man, for real.
No, you weren't. Absolutely not. No you actually asking for it so you can troll people that actually watched it. That's what you wanted to do.
I only saw 2 episodes. And I
saw more than me. You saw more than me.
I usually, if I start a Star Wars thing, I'm gonna finish it. This is the first time I did not finish a Star Wars thing. I was like, no, I can't.
Yeah, no need. And the only thing I'll give credit for, kind of thematically, what we've been talking about, I'll give credit that they tried to make something outside, but then they didn't. That was one of the problems with it.
You know what's crazy to me? Listen.
Which, spoiler alert, and I don't give a shit, it's canceled, and they're going to uncanon that freaking thing.
They're going to uncanon it, yeah.
They brought in Yoda. They brought in Darth Plagueis.
Watching a TV show.
So they did all these things like, we're going to do a different story, whatever, and then they didn't. They kept They went back to the well of bringing back things from the original Star Wars, storyline, and ended with a Yoda.
So wait, are they implying that Yoda did not end up finding out about these twins? Because then it makes everything pointless, right? Like, whatever. They're not gonna make that canon anymore. I'm pretty sure.
Don't know. I think she was just gonna tell Yoda about her tummy ache from hyper.
Yeah.
Hyper
Oh no.
What is that?
She lied. She lied about it. That's it.
What is that?
That's
the
it.
whole
This
show.
never happened.
I'm so glad
It was all
I
in her
never saw
mind. She
that.
was telling Yoda about her script.
That would be the best thing
that she was gonna turn in. Yeah.
She just wakes up from a dream and it was just all in her mind.
And she was like, "Hey Yoda, I had this crazy dream. Crazy." Yeah, done.
Shit on canon, you will not.
You know what's crazy to me? If you look up the High Republic, right? The years that this took place during the Star Wars, the comic book, the High Republic actually has a cool storyline. They could have just done that.
Yeah, they don't do that.
But no, they didn't.
That's
they did something else.
That's always,
which didn't touch the movies, by the way.
That's
the High
thing
Republic thing
fans,
doesn't touch the movies. It doesn't mess up canon.
That's
like
no. And it doesn't need to. But the thing is, like, that's the most common fan complaint of franchises is like, just do the thing.
Yeah.
Why is it always got to be
right
my
there.
version of
it's
it?
in
My
front of you.
Just do the thing.
That's all we want.
We didn't fall in love with your version. We fell in love with the original. Of this. So just
it's
do the
right
thing.
in front of you. Pick it up,
get
open
out
it,
your ass,
read it,
and just do the thing.
Put that into a film. That's it. That's all you have to do.
Yeah. That's all they had to do.
Nobody wants to see your vision.
That the comic book thing would have been.
Especially on things like Star Wars. No one wants your vision.
Did you guys see the trailer for Skeleton Crew?
The trailer for which?
The what?
For Skeleton Crew with Jude Law, the new Star Wars.
Jude Law. He's a Jedi, right?
I think so.
In that trailer, they show that he's a Jedi. Yeah, I don't know. It might be. It's Goonies Star Wars, right?
Yeah, and that's fine. Yeah, I'm down with that. But,
I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
but after the Acolyte, I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know.
But at least that's a.
I don't think that's
a
gonna,
new story.
Right, it's not going to touch anything else. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with it.
We hope. That's the thing. We hope.
I hope.
You hope. You're saying that it's not going to, but you hope.
Hey, at least we got Andor season 2 coming up, so that's all I care about.
There we go. That's what we need. Yeah. I asked for that. I asked for that.
Yeah.
I asked for all the Andor.
Yeah, you still haven't seen it. No, I can see this guy still hasn't seen it. He still hasn't seen it. That son of a bee.
What?
You get to look at his face. He hasn't seen it yet. Oh my god.
Hey, how about them dolphins? Some dolphins are,
Oh, did we win
all that
lose?
money?
Did
they pay all that money?
Game.
That started already? The 1973 season thing? That started already?
This is the year, brother.
This is the year.
This is the year.
So now I gotta call Omega down when they win their first playoff, and hey, I know how this happens.
Hey.
Relax. Are we playing Tampa or Atlanta tonight? Who are we playing?
0-2 for the preseason.
Is it Atlanta Hawk and Tua or?
0-2 in the playoffs.
All I know is if history is going to align with the Knicks, you guys are gonna have a really good season, and then you're gonna lose.
It's crazy how
you're gonna lose the playoffs. Yeah, it's gonna happen.
The Dolphins and the Knicks are.
It always
it's
is.
insane.
Always.
Insane.
And then you guys gonna sign someone, and yeah.
Nobody asked for that. Nobody asked for that. Can we please get okay, so we won. Obviously, the elephant in the room, it was Firefly when we called down the last episode.
Right, in the last episode.
We're never getting that.
Never gonna get that.
At this point, we really we shouldn't get it, right?
We shouldn't.
Are we in agree?
Yeah.
Are we
Most of those actors are
leave it alone.
Can't do it.
Just let it be. At this point,
if it comes back, it ain't gonna be good. I don't want it. I don't want it.
Exactly. So. What was the other big one that we asked for? Men of Steel 2. We're not gonna get it.
That's not gonna happen.
That's not gonna get that. Almost Human. We're not gonna get that.
Almost Human. That was another one.
Journeyman. We're not gonna get that.
Yeah. So at this point, I'm not asking for anything.
No, you asked for the Martin prequel.
I did ask for the Martin
And it's
TV
coming.
show.
You called it.
I am asking.
called
I
it.
am asking for season 2 of Time Traveler's Wife. I don't think we're gonna get that.
That's not
HBO.
And that is not a
we
thing.
talked
No,
about
that's
that
not a
last
thing.
episode,
That is so
and
not
I
a
still
thing.
stand by my word with that. Okay, I still stand. I've never in my life,
Not a
never
thing
in my life
at all.
had that
At
thought
all. Nope.
No. No.
ever.
It's
The
a
last
great.
thing I would
I
think-
actually enjoyed that
listen, and
series, by the way. I really
you know
enjoyed
whoever
it.
wrote that too was an Austin Powers fan. Like, what if
Yeah.
listen?
No.
There's a reason
No,
they did
man,
Austin Powers
no.
because it's a comedy.
Yeah,
It's a joke.
yeah.
No.
It's a joke.
Yeah,
Listen, that series was good, man, and it had
It's
Moffat
good.
all over it. Like it was
Yeah.
like
Enough.
it was like if Doctor Who was on HBO. Is what it felt like I was watching.
it just
Which, FYI, don't fall asleep on the new Doctor Who, man.
really.
Don't
Really?
fall asleep on it.
Moffat,
Moffat,
good
yeah.
stuff, man. He's back. Good writing.
I'm trying. I'm trying
actually
to catch
enjoying
You
it.
fell
up.
asleep
Doctor.
on 13. YoPeace already fell asleep on
Yeah.
13.
She gets,
Did you finish it?
better.
I'm trying. I'm trying to
You're
finish
trying,
her
right?
story.
Oh,
man.
I am trying.
Yeah,
I'm not
she
lying.
Gets,
I am
she
trying.
gets
Well, you've been
better,
trying for
but
6
there was
months.
just- yeah. No, but this I was actually I was surprised. I was personally surprised by this run of Doctor Who.
And the season's done,
pretty
right?
well done. Yeah, good companion. Yeah, this season, but they already got obviously
But-
clips for the. I guess they're doing a Christmas special again. Finally,
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah.
And
so-
companions are very important in Doctor Who, man. And, and I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it with her. Her companions are really bad. Like I just don't like them. I
There
don't
was
care
bad
about any of them.
chemistry. There was bad chemistry with the
There's
companions.
bad-
They tried to do too much. And speaking of canon, they did too much to her storyline. And then actually, the Moffat does something with the canon, and the Doctor count is getting interesting. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
The Doctor count is
Like Doctor
very
count,
interesting
yeah.
now.
So
But
they're all
it's-
coming.
it's-
They're
You
making
gotta do
a canon at the
equations
end.
now. This is
Yeah.
Doctor
You just gotta,
3
Yeah,
over
seriously.
12 times 15.
Oh, damn it! I should have paid attention in algebra.
Yeah,
a
you have
little
to
bit better.
foil.
I'll
You have
tell
to
you this.
foil fucking to figure out what doctor it is.
There's one episode that the writing and the acting and the performing of the episode of this season is incredible because the entire episode takes place with the Doctor standing on a landmine. The entire episode.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Damn.
And with the way they do the dialogue,
So hard
and the
to
story,
write, dude.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I love seeing that because when you see like a movie like Buried with I brought up several times with Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds.
Those type of films
The
that
Crow
it's when
remake.
you get those god
phone booth. Phone
Phone
booth.
booth.
phone booth. Yeah, I don't hate on that. We were talking
Phone
about
booth.
that. So we're gonna switch to that
Recently,
episode of actors. We're gonna switch to that episode of actors that
That's
actors that
you know what?
YoPeace don't like.
I give phone booth credit. Listen, I give phone booth credit because it came out the year that they started taking out phone booths. Right? Like
Yeah.
like that was the era where it's like, hey, we don't need this anymore. Everyone has phones. Like, so
What would you do that in now? What would be?
Yeah.
We don't have anything. ATM. Actually, isn't there a
ATM?
movie ATM about that?
Would it
Isn't there a
be an
movie about
ATM?
that where people get locked in one of those like glass box ATM? They're trying to kill them or something. I think there is a
Is there?
horror
That
movie
sounds
like
like
that.
something. Yeah.
That would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that would be the closest to a phone
They should bring
booth.
back the phone booths.
Drive-through.
Why?
Why?
Drive-through.
A drive-through. Ooh, I like that
Drive-through
idea.
at a
While
Chick-fil-A.
you're trying to
Drive-through.
order your food and
Chick-fil-A.
you're gonna blow up.
Nah, man, you're in and out.
Yeah.
You're in and out of there too quick. It has to be like a McDonald's.
Yeah.
It has to be a McDonald's or Taco Bell at.
It would be a Quibi. It would be a Quibi
Can't be.
series.
Yeah, it
At
definitely
12:30
can't
on a
be
Friday.
Chick-fil-A. You're
Yeah,
done.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, you're out. It's too out of there too fast. But now, if you're put it this way, you can easily do a short. What's a short? About an hour. That's a Taco Bell at 12:30 on a Friday night.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's a good movie. Yeah, that's a good
Or
movie.
not
I'll
a good
watch it.
movie.
I'll watch it. I will
watch
bring in
it
the same
while eating
voice
Taco
from
Bell.
Phone Booth though.
Yeah.
I
Kiefer
want,
Sutherland?
I got
Was it Keith
Sutherland.
Sutherland?
Yeah,
I want
Yeah, Kiefer
Sutherland
Sutherland.
back. I want his voice back
24
on there.
Jack Bauer. I want Jack Bauer back in the
Jack
phone
Bart.
booth.
This guy
Damn
didn't
it.
see. This guy saw the worst 24
I
season
know.
ever, and
We
it wasn't
still
even
bring
like
that
the
up.
worst Kiefer Sutherland season. No, he saw
I saw
the
it.
He saw
the
I saw
remake season.
yeah, the remake.
I saw enough for 24. I saw
No,
enough.
No,
That
you
was enough.
didn't.
You didn't watch
You didn't
anything
do
on
anything on
24.
24.
That was good. That was enough. That told me
I don't
everything I
even
needed
think.
to know.
I don't even think that season had 24 episodes. It was like a 7 our 24 thing.
I could have watched the other one with the guy who played Dr. Dre and
that's the one you watched. I thought that was the one you watched.
That's not the one I watched. I watched the one that they brought Kiefer Sutherland back.
Oh, so you saw the last season of Kiefer? Oh, okay.
Nah, I thought you don't want to watch that either.
I thought you saw
that stuff though.
That was like a 5-episode only arc, or like
that's what I'm saying.
You need to watch. It was like a mini season.
Yeah, that's still the worst Kiefer Sutherland. You gotta watch, man.
I need to watch The Wire. I need to binge that.
24 is very of its time. You should have watched it when it was coming out,
which is crazy because I'm gonna recognize all these actors.
Yeah.
No, but listen, before Omega watches 24, you got to watch Supernatural.
How many seasons does it have? I'll watch. How many seasons does 24 have? Like 10? I'll watch 10 seasons of Supernatural.
Honestly, you couldn't have. You should only watch 5 seasons of Supernatural.
Yeah, you've told me that before, or Omega's told me that before.
How many episodes of 24?
24.
24.
That would be not bad.
You just said it.
That was the whole gimmick. It was 24.
That's the whole gimmick, bro. It's 24.
That's funny.
Nah, they don't
what
stick to
Lost
that.
about?
What do you mean? It's 24 every season.
Stick to that?
Yes, that was the whole point.
What are you talking about?
That was the whole thing of 24.
So the one I saw was 24 India. What's that?
Oh, you saw a bootleg.
Is that what you saw?
24.
24 Legacy is the one with Corey Hawkins.
Yes, that's the one I thought you saw.
Yeah, I saw Live Another Day.
Yeah, you saw Live Another. Yeah,
that already sounds
like
Live
Another Day,
James
which
Bond.
was only 12 episodes. Not
it's only 12.
No.
Yeah, that's why it was called Live Another Day. It was actually a spinoff.
Half a day. Live another half a day.
Live a half a day. That's what they should have called it.
12.
Live another half a day.
They should have just called it 12.
Live a half a day. So 24 honestly, has 195 episodes.
Bro,
plus that 12 would be 207. Supernatural has
but I must be good to be.
That's too much.
It must be nice to have like numbers in your head that quick. I can't do that shit.
Oh my god, get out of here with
this.
Stop it. So
Bro,
do not wait. No sequels. No sequels though.
No sequels.
No, this isn't the sequels because the sequels is not called Super. Wait. Did they do that? Hold on.
It might be Supernatural something.
Yeah, be careful because it might have the sequels in there.
I'm gonna go to the seasons. Hold on. Oh God, no.
What are you using? Gemini?
It's not.
What are you using?
It's
Gemini.
Not.
Chat GPT.
Can you guess how many episodes?
400.
No, not that bad, but close.
292.
327.
Oh, 320.
So let's do it. I'll do 207 episodes of 24. And you do 327 of Supernatural.
I'll do 207 of Supernatural.
Listen, honestly, if you do 5 seasons of Supernatural, you're good.
Okay, 24.
You do
what's
5
the season?
seasons and you go to the last season.
Stop at 24, or it's all the way through.
5.
Is it
stop at season 5? Yeah, season 5.
So same thing.
Yeah.
Season 5 was the number for them too.
Yeah, season 5.
Honestly, I think season 5
closes
is
it out.
The number.
Because season 4 is the peak.
Okay.
Yeah.
Season 4 is the peak, and then season 5. That's it.
Oh my goodness, that is the number.
Yeah,
5.
So that's 100.
Yeah.
That's 120 episodes.
And by the way, that's the same thing
I
recommend people when they ask me about Dexter. I say season 4 is the peak, 5. And 5 done.
Yeah.
That's it.
You're done.
5. So why? Okay, so if we right now in this podcast that nobody listens to have figured out the format of writing TV shows, why can't the studios figure this out?
Because they get greedy and they think they're gonna make more money.
Insane. No one is listening to us, but we figured this out.
Yeah. No, people are listening to us, man. Your brother.
Hey, M.S.K, you don't have it as bad. You have 4 22 episode seasons and 1 16 episode season. So I'll be watching like 12 more episodes than you.
That's not bad. That's good for you. That's background music for you.
Season 4. Terrible for me.
Season 4 of 24 is like, man, it's so good. And the beginning of season 5, oh my God.
I think you guys, listen, you guys do that and I'll watch Andor.
You watch Andor. You watch the 12 episode Andor.
I just watch Andor. How about that? We're good with that? No, but I don't think I've watched.
How is that fair?
I don't think I've watched. I don't think I've watched the Boba Fett. I didn't watch that either.
Oh, so you just watch Star Wars. Watch Star Wars. Everything Star Wars.
I jumped straight to Mandalorian. I didn't even watch Boba Fett.
You gotta watch Clone Wars.
There you go. The animated.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I've seen it, Clone Wars.
Yeah, you gotta watch it again.
The animated?
But without kids, by yourself.
No, I can't do that.
By yourself.
I can't do it. I need somebody to suffer with me.
I will tell you, and we can end on that. We talked about it, but now MSK has watched some of it. I didn't ask for another Batman animated series type thing.
Okay.
It's good.
Okay.
But good.
Yeah, pretty good.
But good. And I will tell you, I will be, again, this is one of those things that I'm sure there's people who complained about it because there are things I didn't love, but I didn't mind because I already had Batman the Animated Series. So I don't need Batman the Animated Series all over again. Right. So they did take some creative liberties with certain characters that I don't love these versions of it, but it fits into the storyline that they wrote for this first season. I will tell you the tone is awesome. Actually, even darker than Batman the Animated Series.
Yeah, it's very adult.
Because this one's pretty much, very adult. Yeah. And the tone is fantastic. And the dialogue, very well done. A semi-different version of Bruce Wayne. Just, again, darker. A very different version of Alfred Pennyworth. But makes sense for this version of Bruce Wayne to exist. It's this version of Alfred has to exist. And a lot of the villain interaction, very clever, clever. And I like what they did. They I won't spoil anything, but there's some major villains they didn't bring out right away. Yeah, they actually went with a couple of unknowns that you see less often.
Yeah, surprisingly, and they were pretty good.
You saw it, M.S.K?
I you know what? I'm doing it like it's my Saturday morning cartoon. Background.
No,
noise. It's my Saturday morning cartoon. I'm watching like 2 episodes every Saturday.
That's good, man. You know what? That's a great idea. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. That is like to bring back a Saturday morning with the kids just to watch it.
Yeah, the kids know. I'm watching it by myself,
tomorrow.
But yes.
I wasn't putting you out there, but whatever. You want to put yourself out there.
It's an adult Batman show.
I'll be honest. It is. It's more mature, and I will tell you, YoPeace. Now that you're with your son, you have him watching horror movies.
Yeah, he can watch it. He can watch it.
I see
Train
your quote
to Busan. MSK, he watched Train to freaking
That's awesome.
Busan.
That's awesome.
So he can watch it.
It hit him hard. It hit him hard, dude.
Of course it did.
Honestly, he has a soul.
Of course. I fall down and he cries. Like,
honestly, I didn't even know that was going to hit him that hard.
Yeah. He connected to the character.
What about the other kid?
What?
No, it's all right.
What?
The other one?
Your other
has
kid.
no heart.
She's a nice. Dude, she's a nice queen.
No heart.
She's a nice queen, man. I'm sorry.
That kid is me 100%.
I love our niece, man, but she's a nice queen, man. She got ice in those veins when it comes to film. She's the balance.
That's pretty good.
She's the balance to the force.
She is great. And it's funny because like sometimes I'm like, man, I cry on the Patriot still. Like the Patriot still gets me, bro.
Yeah.
Listen.
And I think I showed her when she was small, and like there was nothing gets her.
Dude, she can watch Neverending Story and whatever.
Oh, 100%. She'll be like, okay.
Yeah.
What's the horse's name? Caltrax or whatever.
Atrax.
Ajax.
No, not Ajax.
Yeah,
I think it's Atrax.
Yeah, that's sad.
Ajax.
That'll be her.
It's a ball. It's a bald horse. It's a bald horse. Mr. Clean Horse.
Mr. Clean Horse.
Cotton barbed wire. Anyways.
Man, what a way to bring that back. That's awesome. The horse. It's the horse. Meme. It's the meme horse.
Man, maybe it is your friend. He's trolling you. That's why he put the horse in the Crow movie.
That was the horse. Oh my God.
It's you.
That was your best friend.
Oh, someone's saying it was his friend.
It was his friend.
It was your friend that directed the Crow.
Inside jokes on this podcast is so awesome because nobody will ever understand.
That woman kind of ruined that movie a little bit for me. I was watching it the other day, and man, Winter Soldier is such a damn good movie.
Yeah, such a great movie.
And I can't help. I get see that ending. I'm like,
at the end of the movie, she realized that was her.
Be honest. Have you ever seen that movie and not thought that at the end?
Of course, I thought that at the end.
I never saw that.
That's so funny.
I've never seen that movie.
Yeah, you hear it, yeah.
Because I hear her voice.
Yeah, you hear it in back of me too.
And that was
like,
the first time we saw the movie.
And I'm
so
like,
I've never seen that movie without hearing that voice in my freaking head at the post credits.
Could you imagine when she saw Endgame?
I hear you saying that.
Imagine when she saw Endgame and she was like, I am Tony Stark is Iron Man. Oh no!
No, I can't imagine when she sees the new Doom.
Oh my god!
She's gonna realize at the end of Doom that was Iron Man at one point in his life. Like, that's the
Robert Downey Jr. is Doom.
Oh my god!
He's the villain now.
The boyfriend's like,
villain now.
Oh, that lady.
The boyfriend's like, all right, I get it. Let's go watch The Great Gatsby. All right, it's the same couple.
Oh yeah. That shit sucked.
It's the same couple.
That's awesome, man.
That shit sucks.
The Great Gatsby. God,
That guy killed
these,
his wife.
I love these jokes, these inside jokes that nobody will ever understand.
Only for future us.
It's so amazing.
Yeah.
I
4 years from now,
back.
when I listen to this episode, I'm gonna laugh.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I love it. I love doing that. God, it was his friend. Jesus, lady. What were you doing back there? Like, honestly speaking, what was she doing back there the whole movie?
She must have been high.
There's no way you're watching a movie and not realize that halfway through the movie, that's the same. In fact, in the beginning of the movie,
she was trolling. Troll.
That's what I'm saying. She was trolling the guy,
like the troll of trolls,
because he didn't like Great Gatsby. She was trolling him.
Maybe it's the same couple.
It's the same couple. Yeah. She's trolling him.
Yeah, but that was before Gatsby, couple. Right?
He hated on Great Gatsby, and now she's hating on every single thing he watches.
All right, so how is this episode gonna get split in 2 parts? 4 parts?
It's gonna get split right here. The end of episode 1. Ready? All right, guys. This is the end.
This is right there. Long.
So that's it.
We asked for this 2 electric boogaloo. Now we're done. That's it. We're done. We said the necessity is the original Crow 30-year anniversary. And just a side note, Shaun of the Dead is also on their 20-year anniversary.
20-year anniversary, yeah.
Yeah, so
I watched that in theaters.
Perfectly good. And for Saturday morning cartoon, do the Batman, the new
Batman.
Batman on Amazon Prime.
That's a great idea.
There you go. This is Omega saying peace.
M.S.K, peace out.
YoPeace, Peters.
And there you have it, folks. This has been Fanatically Correct. Until next time, you crazy kids. Signing off.
What a skank. That skank right there. Skank dead.